So I thought it's amazing that we've actually been able to win the Cold War. How did that actually happen? How could we actually win the Cold War? That's amazing. Are you serious? We actually won the Cold War? So the government did something right. The government succeeded at doing something correctly, huh? Because they built a bunch of bombs and kept the Soviets out. Right? So we won the Cold War, right? What if the government, whilst it was building bombs and taxing us to high heaven, let the commies in the back door? And what if the commies came in and started teaching in our universities and were unopposed? Unopposed. Because all the organs that could oppose them or did oppose them or used to oppose them were shut down in the 50s after the McCarthyism scare. Everybody said, we gotta let communists have their say. We gotta let communists do what they want. So then we let them in. Maybe there is no way to keep them out. So now the question is, are we robust enough to survive even though we've been infected with the same stuff that built Soviet Russia? Destroyed Soviet Russia. Multiculturalism. A hegemonic multiculturalism. You know, the idea that they care about having various different cultures and stuff. It doesn't actually happen that way in Soviet Russia, and in communist China they actually don't. And in Islam, anywhere Islam's in control, they do not tolerate various cultures. Anywhere the left gets in control, they're not tolerant. And they're not tolerant about white males right now, are they? Or a straight pride parade. Or Christians who won't marry gay people. They're not tolerant of their lifestyle or choices and their beliefs. Absolutely not tolerant of other people. So we've got one of the most totalitarian and intolerant ideologies possible. That is the left today. And we beat them in a Cold War, but they are sort of winning the culture war. And it's my belief that in the long term, freedom of speech and the Bill of Rights will see America through. I don't think it's going to see Europe through. I think Europe's going to go through the ringer, a bad, ugly ringer. But I think America will come out the other side of this. And maybe with some positive things for the rest of the world. Like how to deal with these things. How to answer these problems, whatever it is. Just decay of the culture, general decay and nihilism against the culture. We'll see what 20 and 50 years brings. I think that that's our job right now, is to offer something to these people who are questioning where to turn and what to do, like Gavin McInnes, who's gone back to church. He's going to church again. He used to be an atheist. A lot of these guys going back to church, they're looking for a reason to go back to church. They can't think of why it wouldn't be better than what we have. Not that it's the best, but it's better than what we have. So, this is what I see. I see the world struggling. I see America in the strongest position of any society in the world right now. But to be in a strong position during a plague is not great. But we won the Cold War, and we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can win the culture war. This is now the culture war, and also it's going to be the long war against Islam. And Islam, I believe, is informed. I'm sorry if I've got him showing over there. We don't need him. I believe Islam is informed more by Immanuel Kant than by just Islam itself. I think we're fighting a modern Kantian jihad, just like Nazism was Kantian. But whatever it is, we're going to be fighting it until we beat it. And we could have beat it after September 11th, we could have and should have, by doing a few nukes and some serious stuff. We could have. We had the opportunity. So now we are experiencing what the world would have looked like if we would have not have fought Hitler. If we would have just taken some Spain or something like that and held Spain or something, let Hitler have the rest of Europe, and then just go on fighting for 20 or 30 years in this hot war, cold war, hot will. It's the same thing we did with Russia. That's what it would have been if we would have not destroyed Hitler. If you do destroy Hitler, then you get Western Europe as a productive area. We choose not to destroy Islam, so the Middle East remains unproductive. Alright, there we are. The culture war. The future of the culture war. What do I see? It seems like we won the guns war, but we've got communists teaching all through our government. The government did the job of protecting against guns, but did not do the job of protecting philosophically. So, you know, that really speaks to those of you who want some sort of a means test to get people who are coming in to make sure they have values in congruency with ours and so on, and why I just am very, very skeptical, because I think that the government, even if it tried, would do the opposite of whatever it was trying to do. Like, look at the fact that they were supposedly trying to protect us during the Cold War, all the while allowing communists to teach all through our university system. And it's corrupted our culture to no end. So, what's the next step? Do you know that they have their tentacles inside of Facebook, Google, and Twitter? This message is compromised.